Yes, it was a very enthusiastic visit by President Joe Biden, who celebrated and then promoted his infrastructure and social spending bills. But the chance to get behind the wheel of the new electric Hummer, the vehicle of the future, is what seemed to get him excited the most.
God, it's good to be back in Detroit. And that Hummer is one hell of a vehicle, man.
The self-proclaimed car guy isn't just saying that. President Joe Biden took GM's new electric Hummer for a spin before speaking to a crowd at Factory Zero, Detroit's newest plant where it was built. Biden using the factory as a backdrop to bolster his plan to electrify vehicles by 2035, but also to promote the bipartisan infrastructure law that was just passed and the Build Back Better plan he believes will create an economy to help make that happen.
We're going to kickstart new batteries, materials, and parts production and recycling, boosting the manufacturing of clean vehicles with new loans and new tax credits, creating new purchase incentives for consumers to buy American-made, union-made clean vehicles, like the electric Hummer.
But to do that, Biden called out GM CEO Mary Barra and claimed corporations would have to do their part.
They ain't paying enough. Sorry, Mary. But here's the deal. Look, I'm a capitalist. If you're able to make $1 million or $1 billion, have at it. That's good for everybody, except pay your fair share.
Many members of Michigan's delegation taking the podium to praise the more than $1 trillion road and bridge bill that's supposed to sink $10 billion into our state's infrastructure.
We have not invested in our infrastructure since the New Deal. We're going to invest in our water, our roads, our mass transit, broadband.
Recently, the Biden administration has been blamed for rising prices and supply chain issues. But the president claims the Build Back Better Act he's working to pass will do the opposite, lowering prices of prescription drugs, child care, elder care, health care, and housing.
The bills do not add inflation pressures. Let me repeat that. Do not add inflation pressures.
Now, Fox 2 did speak to the White House Deputy Press Secretary earlier on Wednesday, who said this isn't just coming from the administration, but multiple economists and independent agencies who did the math and claim the bills will actually ease inflation. Of course, Huel, we know that Republicans disagree.
Well, Taryn, I don't know if the president is an economist, but I do know he's been a car guy most of his life. His dad used to manage car dealerships when Mr. Biden was a kid.
Oh, yes. He talked about being a car guy and very excited. In fact, he said he was going to drive off with a maroon Corvette that he saw in the facility. He wanted to drive home in it. That would have been interesting. But yes, it seemed he was very excited to be in GM's newest plant.
And he already has a Corvette in his garage right now. All right, Taryn, thank you.